Change, they know the prophets never back down. We the sons of God, we don't back down. I take it to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the camp, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now. We the sons of God, we don't backing down. I take it to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the camp, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now. We ain't never backing. Hood every day, them prophets parade, order word of God on display, them demons get slayed, cut them, yeah, them scriptures for late. Tell your pastor we outside, we give a damn what he say, cause every time we get to prophesying, yeah, you know them angels get to activating on the Sabbath day, steady congregating you on the sidelines, looking irritated, never elevating to the understanding of the most how to do
this. You are now flying.
Applying pressure to the pedal breaking. Lord, know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening taking place and they can't decimate it. Truth serum that can't be replicated. Get medicated, this that Psalms 107, ain't it? We got this truth and can't keep calm. On the corner dropping bombs, can't be detonated. Jump from coast to coast like LeBron, but we never traded. Got the breath of life in my lungs, I'm resuscitated precepts. The only P we pushing in this heat, hitting harder than a desert eagle bullet hit the earth with the line. Let it sink and we gon' hook 'em. We had idols in our mind, heard this word and we forsook 'em. All in Memphis, no more rent. We raising up Keep proving to see if we got what it take or to see if you mess up. But they still got the leasing. For too long we been sleeping. You just fall out the deep end. Say they come and been creeping. Rather listen to pastors who take all the money and split with the deacons. I've been moving with prophets with boots on the ground. We've been breaking the cement. And they just been lying every time they talking to us. I don't give a damn what they say. Hit it out, we don't bend, don't break. If they get in the way, then you know that we walking through them. Probably better get about my way. Only something that I can take. Truth out of the urban, we shake all the dirt now. I can see it all working, you come out of church and now. So get your boots laced. We all the way, Jake. He'll make the earthquake. He's so much at stake.
Just touch down, I ain't got my foot on the brake. Truth got my mind, I'm feeling renewed every day. Giving sight to the blind is something we do every day. And I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel the way. Yeah, let's talk truth. Talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain. Let's talk truth.
Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Truth. Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer
To
Baruch.
my left.
Officer Hezekiah.
All praise to the Most High God. As y'all can see, the topic for the day is Jewish plots to destroy the black youth. All
That's right.
Now, this title may seem anti-Semitic, quote unquote. Well, we don't give a damn. Y'all already know how we get down. We
Right.
exposing what it is, right? There is a people that are heavily involved in an agenda to destroy the chosen people of God, who you know is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right?
Yep.
So we're going to dive into it today. It's really a lot to unpack. It's more than likely going to be a series just to go more into exposing who's holding the puppet strings and things of that nature.
Right.
But today we're going to discuss a lot of things. It's really a lot for our people to really think about and meditate on as far as fixing it, because they have created the problem, but the Lord gave us the ability to fix it.
That's right.
All right, so it's one thing to identify the problem, but it's another thing to circumvent it by way of God's commandments. The solution is the wisdom in the scriptures.
That's right.
All right, but nevertheless, make sure you stop what you're doing, hit that like button. You see it. You're the one that go like this. Hit that jam right now.
That's right.
All right. Drop a comment in the live chat. Let us know that you're excited about the show. All right. This will help us get the, flowing in the algorithm or whatnot. So do your part. Let's open up with Proverbs chapter 8, verse 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth.
For what?
My mouth shall speak truth.
Let's talk truth. Read.
And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
So before we get started, I just want to just shout out to IT. Hey, IT, y'all hear me, right? So I'm going to speak for everybody. Where the hell is the ball? I don't feel comfortable just, you know what I'm saying, teaching. I'm not hearing no bombs going. I feel like I'm not teaching right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The IT must ain't feeling me or something.
Drop all the sound
you know
effects.
What I'm saying?
Right.
What the hell is this?
We live.
Israel, we an Israel United Christ radio show. We don't got no bombs dropping. We must be boring as hell.
Bring it out.
That don't make no damn sense. All right, so IT, help me out. Help me out, please. I'll pray to the Most High. Now, just to warm y'all up to the topic, let's play the first clip. Now, this is a clip that we went over before Bishop McDaniel. Different members of leadership have brought out this clip that was in a conference. I think one of them Canary Mission, you know, them damn Jewish white folks, they secret meetings, and this leaked out. All right? Play that clip for us.
Of the world, we have some questions here.
The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
And the reason this is important is because if your governmental officials have these types of thought, what's going into the laws and the policies that are known and unknown? Your world engagement, geopolitics, how does that look when this is privately something that they believe is a problem for them?
All right. So it's y'all may have went over y'all head, but in their secret meeting, they said the problem with the Israeli community is the young black community in America. You might be thinking like 95% of the young black community don't even know what the hell an Israeli is.
Right.
The hell is they talking about?
Facts.
Why is the young black community perceived as such a threat to these people? Number one, they fear us. Well, really, I ain't even gonna say number one. This is what it is. They fear the young black community becoming conscious. They fear a revolutionary generation. That's what they fear. Because that was in the context of the little Black Lives Matter movement or whatever. And they're just really out of fear of them becoming violent. They scared of us all across the board.
Right.
Because they know that we are a superior creature. God made us stronger than them. Like it's in Genesis chapter 25. They know this. You understand? And give me Revelation chapter 11. That's what it boils down to ultimately. But the ultimate fear is to stop the younger generation from waking up. That's why those same people are the main conglomerates in pushing the evil music agenda, the over consumption of sports, the idolatry of athletes. You understand?
Same sex, all of that.
the LGBT movement. They are the ones pushing it through their media.
Right.
To brainwash the young black generation. That's their job. So when they see black people, in spite of all these stumbling blocks that they put in place, finding some type of time to be conscious and aware and care about their people and stand up,
right?
They get very, very afraid. I agree with you guys.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
Verse 11.
Verse 11.
Come on.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
And great fear fell upon them which saw them. So they know the clock is ticking. They know the awakening is on the horizon. It's really already here. So they're afraid of seeing anything that resembles that. They want to see us docile. They want to see us sleep. That's their biggest fear. So they plot. They get together in these secret meetings, and they plot and scheme on how to destroy the black youth before they sprout into some type of adult level of consciousness to where they can organize a revolution. That's what they fear, and it's biblical. You had something else?
No, go ahead, Jonathan.
All right, all praise to the Most High. So just stay tuned, because like I said, we're going to get into their plots to destroy the black youth, all right? But before we do that, y'all already know we got to deal with the reality radar. All right?
Reality radar.
All praises to the Most High God. So if you some type of tuned in with the NBA, or just something that you see or hear on social media as you scroll by, you might be in the gym or see it on the TV or whatever. There's a little buzz about what this Caucasian Australian player is accused of. The issue is that the energy that you saw against Kyrie Irving for sharing a link, and John Morant for flashing a gun, right? Which it's not verified whether or not it was real, but it don't matter. He's still on the bench right now. But watch this, though. Play that clip.
Hey, guys! I hate it, Josh. We don't have to talk about it.
So you might be wondering, what the hell is this? Why is that even relevant? That girl right there that's saying that she smashed the NBA player is only 15 years old.
Come on now, dog.
Yeah, she only 15 years old. All right, now put that on the screen. All right, read that.
Has Josh Giddey gotten a pass from the media because he's white?
Good question. Scroll down for us. Scroll down. Read that.
NBA player suspected of improper relationship with minor is the kind of headline that usually stops the press. But little about this curious case involving Josh Giddey has gone by the book.
So usually, if an NBA player is suspected of something like that, it's gonna be it's gonna be plastered on all the platforms, right?
That's right.
But in this case, it hasn't gone by the book because typically, who dominates the athletic realm? Us. So typically, with those type of accusations, we're the face of it. So typically, you would see it plastered on all the platforms.
Right.
But with this Caucasian Australian, they not going by the book.
This is America.
It's not the typical.
They got a new book.
You understand? Commotion behind it. Go back. Scroll down. Let me see. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. All right. Read the last when it say in a social media post.
In a social media post, a user said a girl who features prominently in photographs and videos with Giddey was as young as 15. Giddey turned 21 last month. I'm dating Josh. She screams in one snippet. We don't have to talk about it.
All right, so I don't know about Australia, but that's illegal here, my guy. All right, now
Thanks.
scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down really like to the last paragraph. All right, for time's sake.
Yeah, you said something, Cap, because look, if this was the Kobe Bryants, when to mess with, all these young ones.
No, come on. Yeah.
What is it, Lamar Odoms? These guys, guess what? It would have been instant, like, hold on, what this brother doing? They would have cast him out.
They
Like a
crucified.
stepchild, exactly.
Scroll up. All right, more the Bryants.
Yep.
More to Brian's main point.
So Dez Bryant made a comment basically calling out, what's that woman named Malika Andrews? Right, one of the reporters or whatever, where's that same energy that you had against our black brothers that was accused of things with this Caucasian guy? Because they really went without saying anything. And then eventually they put out a little modest, he has these allegations, right? So read that.
The circumstances of Ja Morant's
I'll read it. The circumstances of Ja Morant's conspicuous case were murky too. We have yet to see conclusive proof that the infrared laser that spooked the Pacers was attached to a gun or that he even pointed it. That the handgun he flashed at the Denver strip club was real or even his. Or that the gun he flashed in the Jeep with his best friend was real or even his. Or if he was carrying that second weapon in native South Carolina where gun laws are relatively lax. So what is the person that's writing the article saying? They taking up for the white boy like, well, we don't know and it's an accusation, so we're trying to be careful and blah, blah, blah. But Ja Morant, there was no conclusive evidence about any of those things. And he on the bench right now. His team, I think Memphis is like the worst team. They only done won 2 games this season.
How many they played?
And that young man was on his way to being a face in the NBA.
Exactly.
Like after LeBron retired, he next up.
Right.
He the next Allen Iverson. You understand? And they doing him like they did Allen Iverson.
Exactly.
For real, they crucifying his image in the media. Now, he had done some very stupid, idiotic stuff. But with the point that's being made, it's really no proof.
He ain't dealing with no 15-year-old.
He not breaking no laws.
No laws, no nastiness.
Now, because they say you innocent until proven guilty. So he hasn't been proven guilty that he's broken any laws. You understand? But he has already suffered a severe punishment from the NBA.
Yep.
So, but this young white boy is still on the court being investigated.
Come on, man.
Pedophilia. Y'all heard what I'm saying? He's still on the court. Damn. All right, so it say the only allegation against Morant that's halfway concrete is Morant roughing up a team during the pickup game, and given Draymond Green's pugnacious history, that hardly seems an excommunicable offense. And yet Morant was here with a 25-game suspension and lost major endorsements for the crime of trifling with his stature as the league's most high-profile young American player at that time, and his Memphis Grizzlies a 4-win team. I'm sorry, I said 2, but 4. A 4-win team. They only done won 4 games this season. After a second-place finish in last year's Western Conference standings, are paying dearly. The Thunder are this year's Grizzlies, an eager, explosive outfit flying high in the West. Excuse me, blah, blah, blah. So basically, now pull up the photo. Pull up the photo real quick. So this the point. All right, John Morant got suspended for 25 games for just showing a gun. Kyrie Irving lost $2.2 million for sharing a book, well, a link to a movie on Amazon. But Josh Giddey's still playing. Damn. After pedo allegations.
You can't make this stuff up.
You cannot make this stuff up. So time and time again, America has to show you that you still a nigga.
you ain't got no rights.
You still a nigga. We gon' treat you different. It's unfair. Yes, we love when you dribbling the ball. But if you do anything that can hinder that, we gonna show you that you still a nigga. We gonna give leeway to our people. You understand?
This ain't right.
We gonna exercise slack on our people, but you niggas gotta pay and don't ask no questions. You can't make this up.
Right.
Get that in Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4.
That's like shut up and dribble niggas.
He getting that Ben Roethlisberger love, ain't he?
Damn. Read that.
Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4. Therefore, the law is slack.
So now this is not in matters of the law per se. He's still being investigated. And John Morant, he was never proven guilty in a court of law. We talking about what it say, by the book, how the media usually does, right? How they usually treat athletes that do such outlandish things. That law, the basketball world law, is slack when it comes to the white boy.
And judgment doth never go forth.
And that boy ain't been judged at all. He's still hooping. He's still hooping, bruh.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
And that's why, even though we dominate the sport, we the face of the sport, we make all the money, you know what I'm saying? We do all the hooping. They compass us, meaning they the owners, they the policy makers,
right?
They the commentators, referee. They dominate all the other aspects outside of the blood, sweat, and tears on the court.
This is affliction, brothers.
So they got to say so on what happens to the players that play on the court based on what they do off the court. And if you a nigga, you understand, we gonna deal harshly with you, but on Esau, the law is slack. You understand? We gonna try to ignore it to the best of our ability. If it wasn't for social media, we probably would have never heard about it. It probably would have never made headlines. Because of social media, pressure was applied, you understand, to get the issue brought up.
That's right.
At all.
Right.
So they just showing their hand, man, for real. You brothers got something?
Nah, just the point of this, man. And the dude looked like something wrong with him.
But
y'all have to pay attention. This happens constantly and all the time against us. They are against us, and they gonna root for their people. Their people gonna succeed, man.
He looked like a weirdo.
Damn. Yeah, man. All right, so all praise to the Most High. We get off of that now. Let's move on to the Isaiah 11 and 11 minute. All right. All right, all praise to the Most High God. So today dealing with our brothers and sisters scattered throughout the African diaspora as prophesied in Isaiah 11:11, Zephaniah 3:10, and Deuteronomy 28:64. All right? We got brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa as well as Asia, Europe, all over. You understand?
That's right.
Primarily, we're going to deal with our brothers and sisters in Africa. Today, we're going to talk about what's going on in Uganda. All right? The Ugandan president is speaking out about what them 10 horns got going on. All right, play that video.
Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa.
I didn't get a chance.
You guys are going to have the opportunity to come
to like 1 minute, bro. There you go. All right, play that.
And Yoweri Museveni is accusing the United Nations of creating and conserving terrorism. This is huge, coming from a leader. We do not hear a lot of, especially African leaders, speaking out against the UN because there will be consequences. But it looks like Museveni is getting more bolder by the day because each statement that he is making is just one-upping his previous statement, and this time around he did not shy away. He said, quote, "Part of the terrorism in Africa is either created or conserved by some of the actors that try to be global policemen. The chaos in Libya and the surrounding countries of the Sahel, which is Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, among others, was caused by some of these actors. The terrorism conservation project in East Congo for the past 20 years is by the UN, and which is controlled by some of these actors through the undemocratic structures of that body, such as the Security Council. It is amazing how the UN can supervise and coexist with killers of Congolese and Ugandans in Eastern Congo for the last 20 years, and they are not bothered at all. They have created free space for all sorts of empty-headed pigs to gather, train, steal resources of Congo and unalive Congolese citizens, and once in a while unalive Ugandans, as well as undermining the economic future of the people of the Great Lakes." Wow, that was a lot. A lot has been said by this specific leader, and I'm thinking, this is just a guess, but I'm thinking the more they turn on him, they turn against him because of the LGBTQ bill or what he has said thus far, the more he thinks that I've already got rained on. What do I have to fear at this point? Because they have kicked out Uganda. United States have kicked out Uganda from AGOA, which benefited Uganda. They didn't think about it twice when they're removing them because they were not happy with what Museveni is doing or the government is doing. And also there has been a back and forth between Uganda and Western leaders because they're not very happy or they're not very pleased with how Uganda is moving. So since they're not in a good place, I guess he doesn't feel the need to please them. He doesn't feel like he has to bow down because they're already fighting. So we might as well continue with this fight. But
So, all praises to the Most High God.
That's right.
That's the thing that, and this is, we give all credit to the Most High because he is the one moving the chess pieces. But it's nothing wrong with the white man revealing his true nature when it comes to how we deal with them so we can stop dealing with them.
Right.
That's right.
Because all these African countries is compromising. They know, they are fully aware that all these different nations coming to reap from the minerals that Africa possesses in their soil. You understand? So they make deals with these countries because they're like, well, since Africa is not united as a continent, we don't really stand a chance in resisting you guys. So we just make a covenant with death. You give us this, you give us this, then everything okay. We okay.
Right.
So Uganda, they they got the moral resistance, like, we know with the LGBT. No.
Right.
So America said, the hell with you niggas then. Right?
Damn.
So the president, he going and turn it up. Like, hey, you know what? Well, you know what? I'm going to expose all of you guys. The UN is the one causing the terrorism.
That's right.
In the Congo for 20 years. Everywhere, all over the continent. For real. And I ain't trying to mock my, you know what I'm saying? But that's how they talk. Right. And that's what it is. We love to see the wicked being revealed because that's prophetic.
That's right.
2 Ezra chapter 11. 2 Ezra chapter 11 and verse 42. This is what the Spirit of Christ going to say to the eagle in the last days. This is really us bringing this stuff out of the scriptures, right? So what the Ugandan president is saying concerning the UN is right in line with what the scriptures say about this man. Read what you got.
2 Ezra chapter 11 verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek.
So America, the UN, right? With the beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns. You have afflicted the meek, right? The submissive people in the earth, which we know today is Africans, the diaspora. You've afflicted them. Come on.
Thou hast hurt the peaceable.
The peaceable. These African nations be friendly as hell, just like the Native Americans.
Message.
They're the same people.
Right.
We not with all that war bombing, dropping bombs and all that like you guys do. Huh? You understand? But what do the white man do? He hurt the peaceable. Come on.
Thou hast loved liars.
You love liars. That's why you have a UN. You have a conglomerate of nations that align with your lies. Read.
And destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit.
Who bring forth the most fruit? What continent, what area in the earth bring forth the most resources from the earth? Africa. What did the Bible say about the white man?
Destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit.
You destroy Africa. Damn. You destroy the places where they bring forth fruit. Come on.
And has cast down the walls of such, and did thee no harm.
Read that part again.
And has cast down the walls of such, as did thee no harm.
As did thee no harm. These nations ain't never stepped foot on Caucasian land, causing no problems. The Ugandan president said, if anybody not gonna say that, I gonna say something. I'm tired of this. You understand? He not having it no more.
Right. Come on now.
For real, read on.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest.
Come up unto who?
The highest.
Nah, just the Ugandan president.
The highest.
They wrongful dealing. Guess what? Guess who see it? The Most High God.
And thy pride unto the mighty.
Now pride unto the mighty. So what the Ugandan president is saying is right along with what we saying out of the scriptures. And guess what? The Most High see it. That's why the Most High got the bombs locked and loaded in different places and causing different things to be in motion.
Right.
You understand? Because he tired of seeing what these people have done to the Native Americans, what they do to the Hispanics, what they have done to the so-called blacks throughout the slave trade, what they do to all of the brothers and sisters scattered throughout the various places of the earth, but especially what they doing in the land of Africa. That's the most, recent colonization,
right?
Envoy, a convoy, whichever word that you supposed to use for that.
Message.
This is their most recent endeavor in the last days, and guess what? This is brought up to the Most High. He see it, and he gonna do something about it. Don't marvel. You understand? Don't marvel. Put your faith in the Lord.
Right. That's
all
right.
So all praise to the Most High. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get back into the topic, Jewish plots to destroy the black youth. So don't go nowhere. Hit that like button.
Do that.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more on Let's
Talk Truth.
Leave me alone. I'm in the zone. Walk in the building like give me my throne. You want the smoke, then it comes to the dome. I take over Texas and make it my home. Skirt, boom, fly through the room. Flying this ship that look just like cartoon. You want the smoke, we got armies on moves. The Lord get an order, we move to the tomb. 12 never lacking from Texas to Jackson. We been about action, the South be a faction. We got the numbers to make you a fraction. My Bible is precept, now that's really matching. Go to the place where they put us on ships. Go with the all the coons. Let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to
Give me a soldier, an officer, teacher, a reader, a flyer, a mic and a speaker. I gotta beseech him. I cut them.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Truth. Shame on you if you still in the bathroom, right? We gave you a good little 60 seconds.
Unless you're watching in the bathroom.
But all praise to the Most High God. We back. We right back like we said we was going to be. And we finna get into the topic. But before we do, all right, we got to do one of our favorite segments, all right? In honor of the Honorable Bishop Nate Daniel, one of his famous quotes. What the hell is this? All right.
What the hell is this? We got a crazy one for you.
Now look. What the hell is this? Now look, I ain't gonna lie. We've been doing this show for some years. And IUIC have been doing radio shows for many years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you would like to think that you've seen it all.
Like we did the Dookie Glock episode.
Yeah, Glock Dookies.
Yeah, all that.
You know what I'm saying? Spitting in the butt.
Man.
Knocking down, spitting his butt.
Which is nasty.
Come on now, dog.
Said she eat a nigga ass and all
that.
Damn. But,
bug the hell out.
I mean, like the scriptures say, we'll become an astonishment. We would never cease to be astonished. All right? We would never cease to be astonished. Play that clip for us.
Red light, nigga, run the red light. I wanna get down on the edge of the bed with the tail. We can go a couple rounds, dick a bloody bitch down. Come run this red light. Come run this motherfucking, come run this red light. We ain't stopping at no lights. This ain't no glitch. I'm on my shit. Pussy gon' get us on my record. He was packing, I was acting till he gave me some act right. I wasn't thinking about it. Tight went to the bathroom like I just bled over myself. He was with it. Perks was kicking. He was itching. Told him lick it. 10 pound in it. He was tripping, but he did it. And I went crazy out the door. Girl, this fine ass nigga just slurped me like a straw. Run a red light, nigga. Run a red light. I wanna get down on the edge of the bed with the tail. We can go a couple rounds. Dick a bloody bitch down. Come run this red light. Come run this motherfucking. Need me a red light. Nigga, eat the blood ass nigga. Stick that dick down my throat and fuck my jaws ass nigga. Hate a fast stroke. Can't really last stroke, nigga. Call a play, he on the way. Run a red light, nigga. Run a red light. I wanna get down on the edge.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
See that?
Nigga.
You know what crazy?
She have played the whore.
I ain't never watched the whole clip. I didn't watch it.
So you
to
didn't
the
get to hear
end.
all the stupid everything.
Yeah, I heard everything just now, so my mind will throw it off. But for those of y'all that's not able to read between it, I know it was hard to understand and comprehend. There was a lot of slang talk. But running a red light means that in what she was saying, because I didn't heard her running a red light in terms of penetration. But she was saying the dude slurping her up
Like
with
a
the tampon inside.
Bug the hell
So that means you licking around a stick. You slurping blood after, bro. That's come on now, nigga. We gotta get the law about the blood. They in the New Testament, they said abstain from blood.
This ain't right.
Listen, give me Isaiah chapter 4, man.
You a whole nigga.
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 4. Look, this
Despicable.
This is what it's gonna take to destroy what we have just witnessed. All right, I'm telling you because it's not a, it's, let me try to phrase this the right way. All right. Now the Spirit of Christ is, of course, able to make all things new.
That's right.
Right.
But certain spirits, they not gonna be baptized except by nuclear fire.
Bug the hell out.
They not gonna be cleansed except it's by nuclear fire.
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
If you rapping about getting your jaws punctured by a penis and getting your period blood slurped out, you understand, and getting penetrated while you bleed. Nigga. You need some gasoline. All right, read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 4.
Come on.
When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion.
So when the Lord would have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion. The daughters of Zion is talking about the so-called black woman that's rapping about getting the red light ran on her. And it ain't talking about that the red light twerking on the headlight. She talking about getting her bloody coochie ate.
You horse?
You understand? The filth, that's some filthy, nasty stuff. And you gonna kiss him. You gonna kiss him after you eat your bloody stuff. But anyway, the filth of the daughters of Zion, go ahead.
And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof.
By how?
By the spirit of judgment.
So the Lord, in order to wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion, he has to judge them. And he's going to expound on that. Go ahead.
And by the spirit of burning.
By what?
The spirit of burning.
And it ain't talking about gonorrhea, because I'm pretty sure that didn't happen to her before. A lot of these sisters, that's nothing now. They're just a rites of passage to being a thought. Damn. Like what Sexy Red say, she what we call her clap 2 times. She had chlamydia twice. Put it in the song, Coochie smoking like a cigarette. And she's still the raw dog queen.
Bug the hell out.
So it ain't talking about smiting with gonorrhea and they gonna repent. That's talking about burning they damn soul, burning their ass in a lake of fire. You understand? Nuclear fire is the only thing, is the only solution to this problem. It is what it is. Our sisters are that far gone. You can't make this up. You thought you seen it all.
You can't make
You
this
can't make
stuff
you can't make this up. Y'all brothers got something?
Yes, sir. Go to Romans 1. Damn. Man, it's some wicked nastiness, man. I see the comments. Y'all in agreement with us. We know this is nasty. Let's just get to the point. Romans 1 and 29. Let's read that.
The book of Romans chapter 1 verse 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness.
Right. And the Most High said this, the world is going to wax cold. This is nasty right here. That it was going to increase. And Edges they talk about is getting worse and worse. More evils increasing. This is what we're seeing. Go ahead.
Fornication.
Fornication. This is what we're witnessing. Come on.
Wickedness.
Wickedness. These thoughts. How do you bring your mind to even, not on the woman's side, because we know the woman wicked as hell, but for the simple, dumb Negro to lay his face on some blood and I don't even like nosebleeds, Cap.
Our people are stupid as hell.
You ever taste your blood on a nosebleed? You're like, damn, in that. But for a Negro to lick it, that's some wickedness. He out of this world. He out of there. Go ahead.
Covetousness.
Come on.
Maliciousness.
Come on.
Full of envy.
Read on.
Murder. Debate. Deceit. Malignity.
Read.
Whisperers. Backbiters.
Come on.
Haters of God.
Jump to the point, verse 32.
Verse 32.
This is what the Most High said. Like you said, some spirits, they ain't going to get rid of it. And guess what God said? Read on.
Who knowing the judgment of God. They that which commit such things are worthy of death.
They what?
Worthy of death.
Some people that's got their mind like that, they worthy of death. They don't need to be here. Their spirits is too far gone. Bro, you done lick blood off a female body, bro.
Come on
you
now,
simple.
dog.
From slurped it.
Slurped it like a, he
and
probably had a straw.
I'm glad you mentioned the psyche of the Negro that would do that. Because like I always say, maybe you haven't heard me say it yet. The only thing I despise more than the destroyed Babylonian black woman is the simp ass nigga that enables her.
Right.
Emotional.
She don't have no place to make a song with them lyrics without a nigga having done it.
That's
you understand?
Facts.
So the only thing worse than her is the when I keep saying nigga, but the black man that's simple enough and nasty enough to stick his tongue down there.
Where are your balls?
You understand? Niggas done turn into vampires now? We done took the Walking Dead to another level. The Revelation 11 and 8 is on another level now.
Blood-sucking parasites.
Niggas is really blood-suckers.
That's right.
You can't make this up.
He might have did it on Valentine's.
You cannot make this up, brothers. We got to repent.
Hey, yeah, that's sick.
We got to, man, damn. All right, let's get into the topic. So the topic is Jewish plots to destroy black youth, right? So now watch this. Go to Matthew chapter 2 real quick. I'm just going to lead into the point.
Bring it out.
All right, Matthew chapter 2 verse 1.
Matthew chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem.
So Herod the king was not a Jew. Herod was an Idumean who Rome set up to be king over the Jews. So he was among the descendants of what you know today as Jewish, the white people, the Caucasian people that don't descend from the lineage of Israel but were converted to the religion. So that's what Herod was. He was not a real Jew. And this verse is going to be the proof. Well, one of the many proofs. Read.
Saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
So Herod is the king, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the wise men come and they say that the king of the Jews is being born. Showing that, yeah, you the king, but you not the king. Because you're not a real Jew, right? Now watch this. Go ahead.
For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled.
He was what?
He was troubled.
He was what?
He was troubled.
So Herod didn't like the fact that a black Messiah was being born.
The devil!
You understand?
Right.
So what did he do? Verse 16?
Verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem.
Right. So the same thing they did in Egypt, trying to prevent the rise of a black Messiah. When you read Exodus chapter 1, Herod, Amalek, they did the exact same thing. The scriptures say that which have been is that which shall be. The same people in the earth today, Amalek, right? The so-called Jew. Well, you're the real Jew. You just don't know who you are. The so-called Jew, the white man parading himself as a Jew, has this same exact agenda, except it's systematic, more so than literal. And I say more so because he's behind the abortion stuff too. Damn. You understand? But they trying to kill you literally as well as systematically by destroying you mentally. Right? And if you're going to be anything great, it's going to be as a slave on my plantation. Meaning on my basketball court, on my football field, on my stage to perform. And that's it. Other than that, you're waste.
Right.
Even if you become a college graduate, you're still going to be a pawn in my society that I will use against your people. There is no such thing as a successful, it's no such thing as a black Messiah in their eyes. They will destroy you. All right? Now, put that on the screen real quick. So this right here is our generation. You understand? A lot of these brothers my age, younger, right? This generation is supposed to be, well, I ain't going to say it's supposed to be. Every generation is supposed to take up, basically pick up where the last generation left off. Message. So the next bosses, doctors, lawyers, firemen, policemen, what's some more careers? Engineers, things of that nature. Is supposed to be the brothers that we seeing now. But majority of the young men in our generation are doing something more of this nature. Play that.
Wow, he look at this shit how they long. It's not. What's that, honey? Get them on. What that, honey?
I'm saying, what you? I'm saying, you sick or something? What's going on?
Ain't no balls.
What's going on? Y'all aching? What's going on?
Come on.
Do it be hoes on this block? Where the hoes at?
Lord, stay low, long as you don't stop. Free all my members, I don't pop off. We're trying to make a million off five.
What's going on?
Nobody get high to me. What you say? I get high than death? He talking about me. No cap. Put the perk on that hoe.
No.
Slow in on this shit, man.
Okay, so you got.
That ain't green though.
So, what's that? Ibuprofen?
That ain't no green. It's not.
Tell him take it and see what it is. Perk. No water.
No water? Hey, why the pastor be on that, bro?
Man, fuck him. He be out here bad pussy.
So y'all heard that, right? So y'all see what's going on in our community. And when they asked about the pastor, they said, F him, he be out here buying pussy. Damn. So you see the state of our community, right?
Facts.
Get Isaiah chapter 3. Isaiah chapter 3, start at verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1.
And this is, I'm telling you, this is, the white man has mastered this.
This is America.
Extermination of the black man. And even when they become men, they are not men. You understand? Because we are destroyed at the stages of our youth. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. The mighty man.
So this is the list of what he took away. The mighty man, read.
And the man of war.
And the man of war. Come on.
The judge and the prophet. And the prudent.
The wise.
And the ancient.
Read.
The captain of 50. And the honorable man.
Come on.
And the counselor.
Come on now,
And the cunning artificer. And the eloquent orator.
And the eloquent orator.
And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
So I'm going to take away all of the mighty men, all of the noblemen, all of the men with skills, talents, eloquent orating skills, men that can speak well. So I'm going to move all of that out the way. And children are going to become your rulers. Go ahead.
And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor.
And the community, as a result of that, is going to become a state, is going to become an oppressed community, not by the oppressor alone, but by themselves.
This is affliction,
They're going
brothers.
to oppress one another. Right? Go ahead.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
We can really go through this whole chapter, but for the sake of time, all right, play that next clip. So the question is, how did we get here? So we're going to start from a point, and it's deep. It's a lot of playing factors that go into this thing as a result of the Jewish plots to destroy us.
Right.
We're just going to deal with a couple throughout history and leading up to today. All right, so play that. How did we get to what we just saw? Play that.
And there was one rule that ruined it all. The man in the house rule. Black families have long been the victims of income inequality and bad government policies. The irony, of course, is that conservatives pushed black mothers to break their families to get welfare. Before 1968, many states and administrative agencies created and enforced the man in the house rule. This rule basically meant that if there is a working or healthy man in the house, the government can't help you. And they would go as far as to send welfare workers to visit the homes without warning to check if a man was present. If they found any evidence whatsoever, families lost their welfare benefits. Over the years, the welfare state started dissolving the family structure, slowly but surely. A man who can't get a decent job and provide a substantial income suddenly believes that his family is better off without him. So, if a man were to lose his job, he literally had to leave the house so his children could get government surplus peanut butter, beans, and cheese. On the other hand, if either the woman or the man, or both, were irresponsible, they faced no consequences for their actions. And it was the taxpayers who ended up paying for it. These things aren't exactly designed to keep the marriage intact. They are meant to divide people. The harm done to the children was massive. Many children experienced the hurt from broken families at such a young age. In 1960, just 33% of black American children didn't live with two parents, but by 1988, that rate went up to 61%. In that time, the proportion of black children born to single mothers rose from 23% to more than 60%. This is exactly why we can't judge government policies based on their ideals, but based on their results. And these results, well, left a ton of households fatherless. I mean, think about it. What would the result have been if this welfare policy had required the opposite of that both parents live in the same home and care for their children to receive government assistance? The welfare state did what slavery couldn't do. It broke families apart, and broken families fuel poverty. The structure of the family can influence the choices children make. For example, boys raised without their fathers are more likely to drop out of school, get violence, use drugs, or go to jail. Girls are more likely to have a child out of wedlock or engage in sexual activities at a very early age. These children are also more prone to mental health problems, which can affect them as adults. A psychology test detailed in Roy Baumeister and John Tierney's book, Willpower, showed that children from fatherless households were more likely to settle for a small prize straight away. In contrast, children with fathers present were more willing to wait for a bigger prize. Experts from the Northwestern Institute for Policy Research challenged that these effects are primarily due to dangerous neighborhoods or poor schools. They found that the direct effect of family structure itself played a more significant role. As marriage rates declined among the poor and working class in the US, the institution of marriage has remained strong among the wealthier population, with similar rates to those from 50 years ago. At the same time, the decrease in marriage among the working class has led to a significant rise in out-of-wedlock births, often to couples who are living together without being married. This happens because people view marriage as an ideal situation, but feel it is unachievable, yet they still want to have children. In the mid-1980s, the rates of fatherless households dramatically increased. Today, just 44% of black children live with their fathers. Also, a lot more black children are born outside of marriage. The rates of such cases went up from 24.5% in 1964 to 70.7% by 1994, which remains at a similar level today. Many people blame the expansion of welfare programs for the...
Alright, so it was a lot in there. I ain't want to stop it and pause it and whatever because we was going to be all day. But it just lined up with the scripture that we read. You take the man out of the household, and what do you get? You get a slew of issues psychologically on the children, the conditions, the environment, everything changes. They basically you take the man out of the house and you replace him with a dark cloud over the community. Message. You understand? And it's a wide range of different effects and consequences that we face from that system. They set up the system like, hey, nigga, you we already discriminate against you. We're not gonna pay you that much or whatever. But we want to go further than that. You're fired and you can't get a job and your family can't eat. So what happens? Well, we do have this welfare thing. Your children can eat. You just can't be in a house.
Right.
You just can't be the husband and the father anymore.
Right.
So the man thought it sacrificial, like, well, if that's what it takes for my family to eat, I'm going to leave the house. And then generations later, you ain't shit. You will never care for me. And you da-da-da-da-da. You understand that? We the ones suffering the consequences from that.
Right.
The backlash from that went in the black man's mind. He was doing what was sacrificially necessary. And that was before the drugs, the war on drugs, and the prison pipe. That was before that. You understand?
Emotional, damn
So
it.
I'm telling you that these people, America and their Jewish constituents, have plotted against us very, very effectively. All right, play that next clip. Come on.
Her father, her brother, an uncle, a male neighbor, a nephew, a co-worker. There needs to be some men in our children's lives. I want you to explain to me how a boy is going to grow up to be a man if he's never seen any. In order to be anything, you must see it first. Remember in the earlier workshop, and I'll go through this very quickly, from the University of Michigan, we wanted to find out what the major influence on children. We said 1950, it was home, school, church, peer group, and television. And then we gave you 1980. Home was still number 1. Peer group in the number 2 position. Television 3. School dropped down to number 4. Church last on the list. Let's go back to my statement. My statement said that only men can make boys men. Now let's see where black boys are going to find men. Let's first of all look at his home. 62% of all black children live in a single-run household. It's a very good chance he would now find a man here. I'm going to hold off on the streets and drop down to television. Can you name me 5 positive adult black men on television outside the news? And you can't name Cosby because his show just started. Name me 5. Outside the news. And you better not say George Jefferson.
The question is, who run Hollywood? Who run television?
Exactly.
Where the soundbite at, y'all? Amalek. What the hell? Right. Amalek. I ain't playing.
He put
black male role models on television. Now let's drop down to the schools. 83% of all elementary school teachers are women. 95% of all teacher aides are women. And when do men teach? After the critical 4th grade, or they're in the upper grade, or they're the PE teacher, the janitor, or the principal. Very few before the 4th grade where black boys need them the most. And lastly, the church. Most young people, men, don't go to church. And the reason is we lie to them. First of all, we made Jesus Christ white. The man surely was not white. And we have a book called What Color Was Jesus to explain that. He had hair the texture of wool and feet the color of bronze. But secondly, the Lord's Prayer says on earth as it is in heaven. Young people and men want some action. They want some programs. If there are no programs in your church, they will see you later in heaven. As a result of not finding a man at home, few on television, few in school, and now which...
Y'all heard what them young niggas said. He said, "Evil pastor." That nigga out here buying pussy. Y'all saw that clip, right?
Right.
And this is from 1987. Before that young man was even born that said what he said. Play
Message.
Play on.
To attend church, the last place is the streets. And that's the problem. The streets do a very poor job making men. They do a better job making pimps, pushers, and a few basketball players. Their hero, Michael Jordan, has said there were 1 million brothers that won his job last year in the NBA. Of this million, only 400,000 will even make it to play high school ball. Of this 400,000, only 4,000 will make it to play college ball. Of this 4,000, only 35 will go to the coveted NBA. Of this 35, only 7 start. And the average life in the NBA is 4 years. You got 1 million brothers looking for 7 full-time jobs that last 4 years. This conspiracy is complex. It goes beyond the NBA.
That mathing right there.
That's some hell of a math right there, brother. Genius. We gotta start teaching our kids that.
Right.
Stop teaching your kids ball is life. 1 million black boys fighting over 7 full-time jobs.
4 million.
That only last 4 years.
Damn. 4 million.
On, man.
And that's during that time, though, Cap.
Right. Right.
Now it's like, shoot, you probably got 10 million trying to do it.
Right.
Crazy numbers.
Keep playing.
Schools are in on it. What will be the first thing you see when you walk into a Cincinnati high school? A large trophy case. In other words, even schools give more glory to their ball players than the scholars. That's said in the earlier workshop. Where are the pep rallies for the honor roll? In other words, even school, I can understand the NBA, but even schools give more glory to their ball players than their scholars. This conspiracy goes beyond the NBA, though. It goes beyond schools. Jesse Jackson is giving you the clue one more time. Is it not possible for a black man to be president? For a white woman to be president? For a black woman to be president? Is the club only reserved for European men? You didn't know that a white boy with a high school diploma makes more money than a white woman, or black man with a college degree? The motive for the conspiracy is clear. For the question of why is there a conspiracy, the answer is white male supremacy. In other words, white men are not afraid of women, black or white, because women have no power anywhere in this world. The threat to European men will come not from women, it will come from other men. And the best way to destroy black men is to destroy them as a boy. The motive is
Y'all
white.
see that, right?
Men.
The white man thinks very far ahead. He is a war, but the art of war, that's his thing. Said to destroy our biggest threat, we got to destroy their minds as a child.
This is America.
They said, remember we went over the Amalek in basketball, how they brought us to the NBA?
Right.
Because remember, it was Negro League. The Jewish people brought us to the NBA. The Jewish people are on all these record labels that sign our young black men off the street to perpetuate the evil, crime, and drugs and whoredom. The Jewish people are doing this. The devil! Because they know that if we wake up, just like we read in Matthew chapter 2, that's the end of their kingdom, their dominion.
That's right.
Well, I want to read the scripture before we go to break real quick. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 2. Real quick. Let's read that.
Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 2.
Come on.
The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold.
So the precious sons of Zion is talking about us. God said we were once comparable to fine gold. That's what the nations going to war in Africa about right now.
Damn.
You understand? About fine gold, that was us.
Yep.
The most valuable thing in the planet was us. Go ahead.
How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers?
But now we esteem as earthen pitchers, right? Meaning cups and bowls made out of dirt that you can drop in and shatter everywhere. It can't be repaired. Go ahead.
The work of the hands of the potter.
So we went from fine gold to the bottom of the barrel. How did
Emotional, damn it.
Plots. You understand? War tactics used against us to destroy us in our youth, sports, video games, music, entertainment, gangs, drugs.
Right.
We didn't put none of that here. You understand? So we gonna get into it, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We gonna be right back with more on Let's Talk Truth. Put that like that.
Yeah. Northside.
You are now flying.
Check it. Look, it's a cold world. They still slaughtering the Jews like a wholesale. Ain't trying to turn on the news, I'm seeing all hell. They trying to catch all my juniors, them jails Odell. We in a spot where the hitters be. All they know is drama and nicotine. The sticks we got, give them epiphanies. Nigga, you kidding me? Ain't no flip that could get you as lit as these. The script turned the crip into mystic clean. That's really the plan though. Had us chained with the minds and manacles. Couple verses, now they thought sabbaticals. We international, that's a booster for the sick and the weak. We got the missions moving, lifting the speech. Capiche? I'm in the league with commandos, creased in a pants stove, seeking the beast till the CSP is handled. That's the results when the Saints pop out. We in the paint until the space pop out. Yeah. Yeah. They say I'm too black, so I don't fit in the system. Miseducated, but somehow we got wisdom. These niggas ain't looking the same. Crash course about the Jews going missing. Black men forced federal religion. They tried to stretch us far, but couldn't break our bands. We held tight though. When short on gold, they chopped hands. I'm angry, but what do? I know my silence on the topic doesn't make things better. I speak up, I know my influence could bring change. I'm more patient now, knowing that we've been through pain. This is the breakthrough. To raise a family, it takes two. But missing fathers was forced on us. I never knew my pops. This whole system was shot. It was the system I blame. We never had a relationship. The closest we got was exchanging names. Prison doors had pops trapped in confined walls and spaces. Mistakes he made landed him in.
Welcome back. Let's talk truth. All right, so look, we finna get back into the topic, but before we do, we gotta get into our segment, my personal favorite. We ain't even been able to do it for the past few weeks. All right, but run it.
We'll try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Woo, doggy!
Now, the reason why we do this segment just like that song did when it came out by Jason Aldean is to show our people that in 2023, in modern day America, the same people that raped, robbed, murdered your ancestors, hated you, enslaved you, they still hate your guts.
The devil!
They show it in various different ways. In this story right here, I haven't heard of it till like yesterday. And it wasn't because it was on my timeline or talked about by anybody that's black and important. You understand, per se? All right, I had to find this. Play that for us.
The case of Brendan Deepa is sparking a lot of controversy and conversation. Now, Brendan, in February of this year, was seen on camera at Matanza High School attacking a teacher's aide. Now, it is said that the teacher's aide took away his Nintendo Switch. So that's a PlayStation or a video game or something like that. And he got upset. Now, we won't show you the video because it is pretty brutal. In fact, Brendan broke some ribs and, messed her up pretty bad. Damn. Now, the teacher's aide is Jones Nadich, and she is 57 years old. And shortly after that, she got a restraining order to keep Brendan away from her family, and the school. And she said she feels more.
So basically, right, the special needs student got upset and beat up a teacher's aide, right? And she had some broken ribs. It was bad. But she's alive. She's not paralyzed. And I'm not saying that to justify him. I'm just letting you guys know that he didn't kill anybody, nor did he paralyze anybody or permanently. That you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now play the next video. Dr.
Brendan Deffer should not go to jail. Yes, he's 6'6" tall. Yes, he's 270 pounds. Yes, he beat his teacher's aide. I saw the video. It was horrific. I'm sorry that woman was beat like that. No woman should ever be attacked like that. I'm sorry for her. I'm sorry for her family. However, Brendan is a victim. He's not the criminal. The criminal is the school district. The criminal is the principal. The criminal is the State Department of Education. The criminal is his IEP team. The criminal is the mental health system of Palm Coast, Florida. That's the criminal. And let me tell you what I mean. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Brendan should not go to jail. Number 1, he's diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorder, intermittent explosive disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, and ADHD. Why was he in that school to begin with?
Come on now,
The school was not able to take care of that boy. They couldn't educate him. They couldn't meet his needs. He had no business being in the school. The school failed Brendan, and that's why the teacher got attacked. That's number 1. Number 2, his IEP, which is the special education plan, says that he can become violent if you snatch anything out of his hands. That no teacher should at any time snatch anything out of his hands. The teacher's aide is required to read the IEP in order to service him. Why in the hell did she snatch the game out of the boy's hands when his IEP says to never do that? Number 2. Number 3, when a child has a violent tendencies, behavioral problems, and they're in special ed, the law says they must have a 1-to-1 aide. Somebody with them at all times to keep them out of conflict. Why he didn't have no aide? I'm going to give you the next one. He was taking 6 drugs, 6 antipsychotic mood stabilizer drugs. You know why he attacked that woman? Because he was under the influence of them damn drugs. The drugs caused the attack. He was outside of his mind at the time. That's why she got attacked. Next point. I believe Brendan is intellectually disabled. I haven't seen any evidence of an IQ score. The judge ruled that he is competent to stand trial. And I'm not sure I agree with that because I haven't seen any psychological evaluation that says his intellectual functioning and cognitive functioning, psychological and mental functioning is in the normal range. And guess what? How can it be in the normal range if he's taking 6 drugs every day? How can it be in the normal range if his therapist says he has the emotional functioning of a 4 to 6-year-old? This is the therapist. If he got emotional functioning of a 4 to 6-year-old, how can he be competent to stand trial? Next point. He was 17 years old when the incident happened, February 21st, 2023, the day Malcolm X died. Charged as a juvenile. They upgraded it to adult to appease the white people in Florida. Who decided to upgrade this charge from this mentally disabled boy who should have never been in that school, psychiatrically over-medicated? Who decided to reclassify him as a child, from a child to an adult? Next point. He was a foster kid. 2 white foster parents from birth. They homeschooled him. Never got him the help that he needed. Do you know that they said he was called racial slurs by the white kids in the neighborhood? They tried to make him drink their urine. They used to rub balls on their testicles and throw it at him. That he had to escape bullying. Do you see why he attacked the woman? He was so used to being picked on by white people in that neighborhood that he snapped off. And then his lawyer convinced him to take a plea deal. Why would you convince this boy to take a plea deal that could put him in jail for 30 years and the lawyer didn't have an agreement with the prosecutor as to how many years they would sentence him before he convinced this innocent child to take a plea deal? This boy is being railroaded. He's like the modern day Emmett Till without the physical lynching, my brother.
Damn.
He might go to jail until he's 50 years old. Let me say this on this point and I'm going to end it. Do you remember AJ, the sister AJ Owens, who was shot by the older white woman through the door in Florida? They got into a little scuffle. The white woman threatened her kids. I think she took the iPad or the skates. The young single black mom went to the white woman's house to get her son's skates or iPad back, and the white woman shot her through a locked metal door. She killed her. This was earlier this year. The white woman was charged with manslaughter with a weapon. She can get as low as 10.5 years and as much as 30 years. Brendan, for beating up the teacher's aide, can get 30 years. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe attacking your teacher's aide when you were not being given the proper supports in the first place, and when she violated your IEP and you were overly medicated and psychologically traumatized, do you believe attacking a teacher is the same as shooting and killing a mother? Are those equal? Punching a teacher and killing somebody, are those equal? And if they are not equal, why can Brendan go to jail for 30 years and the white woman who killed somebody can get out in 10.5 years?
Come on now, dog.
It's not equal at all. But
so it's a lot in. Go to Ecclesiastes 4 verse 1. It's a lot in there. We could really do the whole show on that.
Bug the hell
for real. It's a lot in there, and it's really sad. Bring tears to your eyes. But read that real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 1. So I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold the tears of such as were oppressed.
So like the school system, how they do the mentally ill, you know what I'm saying? The conditions, the circumstances that they forced in, they put you, they over medicate you, they put you where you don't belong. And once you act out as a result of the circumstances that they put you in, they will literally end your life. 30 years. He ain't gonna get out till he damn near 50 years old.
Y'all all right?
He just missed the adulthood going straight to being a senior citizen because of flashing out and beating up a teacher aide, not killing them.
Right.
You understand? But beating them up, you're gonna get the same amount of time as somebody who has murdered somebody.
Damn.
And they call it manslaughter, but she can get as low as 10. And you know she gonna get the low ball because she's a white woman in Florida.
You can't
You understand? So this stuff is very sad. Bring tears to your eyes. Go ahead.
And they had no comforter.
They had what?
No comforter.
We don't got nobody to stand up for us, to speak on our behalf. Because he didn't take the bar. He's a doctor in psychology and mental health. He understands the psychology behind why the young black boy did it, but he cannot go in court and represent him. He didn't take the bar. You understand? Right. But just in general, we don't got nobody to do anything about
this is affliction,
these
brothers.
issues. We can all soar and mourn and cry about it, but we really can't do nothing about it. And there's nobody that's coming along and saying, all right, we're going to put this in place. It's going to be an end of this. You're going to get reparations for it. We don't have no comforter.
This ain't right.
Humanity.
Right.
Go ahead.
And on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
But on the side of the oppressor, they got power. They got the power to give a killer less years than a mentally ill boy who beat up somebody.
Damn.
Read on.
But they had no comforter.
But we had no comforter. Go to chapter 5, verse 8. Read that real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor.
And this for us that see this stuff and get mad and irritated. This for us to understand. If you see the oppression of the poor, like with Brandon Dipper, go ahead.
And violent perverting of judgment.
And what?
Violent perverting of judgment.
With you hearing the sentence that he facing in contrast to the sentence that the white woman facing, That's violent. That is violent perversion of judgment. Go ahead.
And justice in a province. Marvel not at the matter.
Don't be surprised. Remember, we wasn't brought here to get justice.
Y'all
we
all right?
brought here to get afflicted and repent. You understand? Them people they never said that, hey, when you get off the ship, we gonna be your friend. You understand?
That's right.
So don't be surprised when you see this type of stuff. Go ahead.
For he that is higher than the highest.
But he that is higher than the highest meaning the Most High God, read.
Regardeth, and there be higher than they.
So don't worry. The Most High see it. Their wrongdoings have come up to the Most High, and he gonna intervene. You understand? That's why we pray for their destruction. For real, because these type of things, they always go on. You barely hear about it. A lot of y'all, this y'all first time hearing about this. But guess what? The Most High see and hears all.
That's
and
right.
they gonna pay.
That's right.
But let's get back to the topic. Jewish plots to destroy the black youth. Read Psalms 37 and 12 real quick. We're gonna have to run through this content. So I want to make sure I pull something. Read that.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 12.
Come on.
The wicked plotted against the just.
The wicked plotted against the just. All right? We are the just. The Israelites are God's just. Isaiah 45:25. But the wicked is who you see. Now, we're going back in history just to show you. But this going to line up with what the brother brought out. What was that thing? That thing called the conspiracy.
With the
Dr. Jawanza Kanjufu, right? It's going to line with what he said, and then we're going to bring Dr. Umar Ifutunde, another clip of him up, and it's all going to go together, all right? Play that for us.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out, and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
Damn. Y'all hear this? Damn. And that's liberals and conservatives sitting down at the table plotting together. Don't be deceived. And they media and all that, they make it seem like they at each other neck. They are working together to destroy your black ass. Remember, we just saw the conservatives put the no man in the house rule in place. And the liberals, the smart Negroes, you got to pull them up so they can think that they're one of us and turn around and oppress their own people.
Thanks.
Play that clip. Watch this. Watch this,
y'all. How can we improve our educational system for low-income students in Chicago public schools?
Couple things. Education in Chicago will never work for black children because the only way you guarantee white privilege for the white kids in Chicago is to make sure the black kids can't read, write, or count. Let me say this again. Public education in America will never work. It will never be fixed. It must be broke in order to guarantee that the white kids will always be in charge. Do you see where I'm coming from? This is not a mistake. It is not an accident. This is done on purpose. Every school district is a plantation. Every school district is a plantation. You got 5 schools that are highly successful. Y'all got some in Chicago. Some of the best high schools in America, in Chicago. But that's it. Everybody can't go to them. Most of them are plantation schools where kids are barely learning. You see that? It's designed to be like that. The bourgeois, the smart kids, they draft them into the high schools. These are the ones that the power structure going to use to oppress black people later in life. Everybody else go to jail or to the cemetery.
Ain't that what we just saw at the round table with the liberals and conservatives? The white man.
Facts.
This is 2023. This is not an old interview. This just dropped the other day. You understand? So that movie was very real. The plot is real.
Facts.
Go back.
Will never work for black kids because that will threaten white domination, white rule, white control. If you properly educate a black boy in Chicago, you just put him in position to take political, economic domination from the white male. Do you see that?
That's right.
Most of your teachers in Chicago are white. White. Chicago, one of the most segregated cities in America. You think these white racist women whose grandmothers are the same ones who fought against your grandmom going to school with them? You see this?
Right.
You think they're going to come into these schools in Chicago and properly educate your kids? You're out of your damn mind. White people want Chicago back. And if they want to take Chicago back, they got to make sure the black kids can't compete with the white ones. There's 6 stages.
All right, go to the next time step. Can't make this up, man. Come on.
Boys want to learn. Black boys can learn as well as any white boy. In fact, black boys can learn better. I'm going to say it. We are intellectually superior. I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Dr. Amos Wilson, fellow Garveyite psychologist. I think he's the greatest.
So y'all remember the clip that we showed before the break with the brother? He said the same thing. The young black boy is the best student in the world.
Y'all all right?
You understand? But when they get to what do you say, the 4th grade rule?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He brought that up. He's saying the same. Ain't nothing changed.
That's what can stop
since
the white
then.
man. Yeah.
Message.
Go back.
This black scholar, the second half of the 20th century. He wrote a book called Developmental Psychology of the Black Child. I recommend that everybody read it. Dr. Amos Wilson found the research from white people that they threw out. They wouldn't publish it. And guess what the research showed? Black babies from birth to 5 outperformed every other child on assessments of intelligence and functioning, including the Chinese, who we think are so smart. Black children are more advanced than other children. White people kind of admit this, but they don't admit this when they tell you black kids grow faster than other children. Black children develop faster than other children. Well, if all growth of the body is controlled by the what? Brain. If the growth of my body is controlled by my brain and my body is growing faster than everybody else, do you know what that also means? My brain develops faster than everybody else. Black children are superior to everyone else. But check this out. Once we get into school, once you start kindergarten, your IQ score will go down every year you go up in grade. I'm going to repeat this. Damn. I need you to hear what I said. Once you start kindergarten, your average IQ score for a black child will go down every year you go up. Do you know what that means? The longer we in public school, the dumber we become. Damn. The black boy can learn as much as any other child. The problem is he's being forced to learn through somebody who don't like him and can't stand him. Damn. White women don't like black people. White men don't like black people. So you're asking our children to exceed when the person in front of the classroom doesn't have a natural investment in their future success. Huh? You see that? And then they want to.
Right. That's by design. Hey, listen, I was always academic. I was gifted. All praise to the Most High. When I got to the 4th grade, like the brother said, and like he bringing out, when I got to the 4th grade is when I made my first C. And I know y'all like, so what? But that's when I made my first C. Damn. In the 4th grade, it's what I'm saying is that was a point of a transition, and you really can't explain it. But they explaining it. Psychological research and all of that it makes sense now.
Bug the hell.
Play the last time step.
If you can't read by the time you finish the 4th grade, there's a 75% chance you're going to spend at least some of your adulthood in jail. Sure. That's a fact. Sure. So they're making sure they can't read to fill up these private prisons that your governor of Illinois is building in counties all over the state. They know what they're doing. The future for black America under white control is extermination and incarceration. If black America don't want.
Y'all hear that, right?
There you go.
I forgot the hold on, let me forward this TikTok because it go with what he just said. They base they projections on how the prison's gonna be populated based on the public school system. Mm-hmm. Let me find that chart real quick. You got a scripture?
Let's go to Judith 8. This is why it's important. It's our job as leaders, as men in our communities, to do this right here. Jude 24. It's our job. Go ahead.
The book of Jude, chapter 8 and verse 24.
Come on.
Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our
jump
brethren.
up a verse. Jump up a verse.
Verse 23. For our servitude shall not be indirected to
22.
favor. Verse 22. And the slaughter of our brethren, and the captivity of the country.
Right. This is what we witnessing. Even though it happened back then, the same thing happening to our people. Read on.
And the desolation of our inheritance.
This is what happened. We don't know our heritage now. So it's gone. It's destroyed. Go ahead.
Will he turn upon our heads among the Gentiles?
Amongst the nations of the heathens. Go ahead.
Wheresoever we shall be in bondage.
We're here in captivity in America. Come on.
And we shall be an offense and a reproach to all them that possess us.
Read.
For our servitude shall not be indirected to favor.
Come on.
But the Lord our God shall turn it to dishonor.
Read on.
Now therefore, O brethren.
Now therefore, those things happening to us, we must understand this. Come on.
Let us show an example to our brethren.
We must show an example to our brethren. That's why we have radio shows, different talk shows, showing the truth. Come on.
Because their hearts depend upon us.
Because their hearts depend upon us. The other nations ain't going to do it. The white man has the system rigged against you. Ain't no damn way he going to help you out. It's our job, so we got to stand up as men. Come on.
And the sanctuary and the house and the altar rest upon us.
And it rests upon us.
Y'all all right? Play that clip. Play that clip.
The government makes decisions on how many prisons to build based upon third grade data. How many kids can read by third grade and how many kids are truant after middle school. You're saying eccentric, energetic boys are going to be felons. That's literally what happens. That trajectory starts in third grade. And if your son can't read and is in trouble, they're forecasting that there's going to be a cell for him and they're going to monetize it. What school districts are they using this data on? Are they using them in the suburbs? Are they doing it in Highland Park? Are they doing it in San Ramon? Or are they doing it in South Dallas? Are they doing it in East Oakland, right? Like they're going into the neighborhoods of the hardworking middle class community and they're using this as a catalyst to make money. To say, hey man, this is a profitable business for me to the detriment of your family. Welcome to America.
Y'all heard that, right?
Damn.
So he said third grade. The other brother in 1987 said fourth grade. That's when your children are 9 years old. Yeah, I see this, right?
So they pull it.
Now go to the next Dr. Umar clip.
Damn. You can't. Hey, that goes back to, you know about it. That's the standardized test that they monitor you with. Oh, let's see what is
That's how they project the money they're going to make off of the prison system.
Facts.
Play that clip.
To look at the fact that the black community overvalues sports and athletics and we undervalue academic excellence. The child who gets straight A's and B's, the child who's mentally gifted, the child who aced his SATs, the child who's in the top 1% smartest children, you know, best reading scores, math scores, science scores, language scores, they will never get the attention of the basketball standout, even if he's an academic failure. They will never get the attention of a football standout, even if he's an academic failure. He could be failing 3 classes and he's still going to get a big trophy at the end of the year for helping them go to the playoffs or win the playoffs. He may have no future after he leaves that school that year, but because he won the championship, got us a trophy, we're going to put him on a pedestal. But the kid who's likely to come up with a cure for cancer, sitting right in his classroom, is not even going to be mentioned. And so we have to look at how we as a people have allowed public school culture and black community culture to overvalue athletes and entertainers and undervalue our children who are academically excellent. That's on us. And then you have to look at the fact that our children don't have access to role models in those careers where they live. The dentist don't live in our neighborhood. The surgeon doesn't live in our neighborhood. The engineer doesn't live in our neighborhood. You barely find black teachers and black principals who live in a predominantly black neighborhood. Most of your black bourgeoisie, your middle class, is moving into a white life. So how are black children going to have access to role models that might make them think twice about wanting to be an athlete or entertainer when they're not around? They're going to gravitate to what they see. And what do they see in their neighborhood? Aspiring rappers and aspiring entertainers and athletes. And what do they see on the television? Rappers who made it
in athletes who made it. So whether they're outside on the street or in the house watching YouTube, all they see is black men who overvalue athletics and entertainment, even though these are low potential careers. And what I mean by that is the likelihood of you becoming rich or wealthy or being good enough in athletics or entertainment to live comfortably off it is very slim. You have a greater chance of being struck by lightning than you do of becoming a professional athlete or entertainer. But no one's telling our children this. And this is one of the reasons why I believe we need to bring the industrial building trade programs back into our communities. Because I do believe that even if he wants to be a rapper, even if he wants to be a basketball player, if he doesn't make it and he's a licensed plumber, a licensed electrician, a licensed welder, a licensed auto mechanic, a licensed HVAC contractor, he can still live a decent life for himself. But right now, black boys in inner city schools are only given 3 options: go into the military, become an athlete or an entertainer, or go to jail.
Message. So fight for the country.
Damn.
Fight for Israel. You're not the real Israel, but that Israel.
Amalek.
Fight for Amalek or America. Be a baller or be a rapper. That's it. That's it. Now let's put Amalek on the screen about this rap stuff.
The devil.
All right.
Back then, being a crackhead wasn't cool.
Now this the dude that started Def Jam. He started 300 Entertainment as well, the label that signed Young Thug and all that. And he's now the global head of YouTube Music. All right, play that clip.
Crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
You think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Amalek.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. I don't even know him.
Timestamp, yeah.
So,
all right, keep playing. Keep playing.
You bring his name up. I don't even know him. So,
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him.
The devil.
All right. So so as y'all can see, they traumatize us, then they monetize from it, right? Meaning they put the drugs in our community and we rap about it. We use our talent to glorify that, and that's how they make their money. At the same time, influence the youth to kill, steal, commit crimes, go to jail, which also makes them money. So
y'all all right?
It's a double whammy for them. All right, now play the next. So just to show the effects of the music, that when Amalek signed these young black boys and these young black girls and all that, the stuff that they put out, the ignorance that they put out, what it does to our people. Play the clip of this young sister.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life.
Damn.
I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up.
Hell no.
They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it.
You can't.
What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound?
Hell no. And you know, it was black women in the comments clowning her. Keep playing, keep playing. Come on.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life.
So she's a 22, she young as hell, and she know it's a damn agenda. Agenda by who?
Emily.
Now play the next clip so you know it's real. So she did the camera on herself or whatever. She didn't have no concrete proof that what she was saying was true. So for y'all to know it's real, this ain't her class. This somewhere else. But this how you know it's real. Play that clip.
What's your song?
I'm at town,
Ooh. Yeah.
That's the song she was talking about, Pound Town. That with the little kids in pre-K singing.
This
Keep
ain't
playing.
right. My red light. No.
Go ahead.
He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and trying to say what's up.
Go.
Downtown, going downtown.
Ooh. All right. Just say it, girl. Ooh.
Bug the hell out.
That's how you know. Bye.
Oh, sing me your favorite song.
Ooh.
I said, you look good out, no makeup, no lashes, even your wake up.
Ooh.
All right, y'all get the point. Now go to the next clip.
Oh, my.
It ain't just the little girls. It ain't just the little girls.
This is
It ain't
affliction,
just
brothers.
without parent supervision either. Play that.
No smoke, no smoke. King!
Nigga.
This gotta be the dumbest shit I've seen. Excuse my language, Cap.
Give me Romans 8:19. So we gotta end it. We got Book of Our Fathers coming up. But the music industry, sports, education system, and the many other different factors work together to destroy our black men at the stage.
Emotional,
that's why you see
damn
the
it.
black men that's there. They supposed to be the father figures, but they got the same brain as the little boys playing with the toy guns and the fake money.
This is America.
You understand? They try to live vicariously through them little boys. For real. Now read what you got. Romans 8, verse 19.
The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature.
The earnest expectation of the creature is talking about the entire universe. Everything is suffering from the oppression of the so-called white man. Everything, every animal, the ground, the trees, everything. The earnest expectation of the creature is waiting on something. What is it waiting on?
Waited for the manifestation of the sons of God.
The precious sons of Zion that we read about in Lamentations, who are now esteemed as earthen pitchers. The earth is waiting on us to revert back from, because what is saying Isaiah 51? We have laid our bodies as the ground. And then he say, awake, awake, and shake off the dust. The world, the universe, is waiting on the precious sons of Zion, the so-called black man, to shake off the dust of being an earthen pitcher and become that precious gold again. To manifest as the sons of God, the real Jews, which means God's praise in the earth. That's what the earth is waiting on. So as brothers, as men, this for the men. I know we get on the women a lot and all of that, but for us men, as you just saw in that last clip, we have a major job to do. You brothers in this truth, don't be slacking around, laying around, only worried about yourself, being an individual in your mindset. Well, my family good and my kids homeschooled and all of that. Listen, if you think like that, you are part of the problem. Our young black men, remember the scriptures refer to us as the saviors, right?
Yes, sir.
Our young black men, the youth period, they need us to save them. Our time, our energy need to be invested more than ever in saving the black and Hispanic youth. We got to pull it, because as you can see, they being raised by people that's encouraging them to indulge in the madness, be a rapper, be an entertainer, as if those careers are disposable. Right. Like being a rapper making millions of dollars is the new 9 to 5. That's false.
Facts.
That's lies. They want you to do all of that for you to live up to that image, to be about what you're talking about, and just be another statistic behind the walls.
Y'all all right?
There's a lot of rappers in jail, beating on the table, doing all that right now. Right. You understand? Thinking that they're going to come out of jail with the big hit that they made beating on the wall in the cell. You understand? We got to save these boys, because the enemy is applying pressure to destroy them. He been having stuff in the system from the get-go to get you going. We got to reverse that with the word of God. You understand that you got people like Dr. Umar Ifutunde. He trying to do stuff, but only the Spirit of Christ can make a true change and manifest us as the sons of God.
That's right.
We hope that brother repent, man. The brother, he said he practicing Yoruba spirituality now and all of that. He be talking about the Most High. And I don't know. He know who he is. He know what we teach, and he don't agree. So the scriptures say not many noble are called, but you know, it is what it is. We are the guys, but we got to act like it. We got to step like it.
That's
right. We got to go in these communities, go to these neighborhoods, go and meet our children where they at and pull them up out of the fire. For real. Because this is what is laid up for them. It's many agendas. For one agenda, just like you read in Matthew chapter 2, going back to that, to destroy the rise of a black Messiah. It is real. You understand? So the Lord is revealing us through the Spirit the plots that they have, and we have the tools to overcome it. But it's going to take action. We're going to have to apply pressure with this thing, brothers.
Does everybody understand that?
All right? So, Lord's willing, y'all was edified, left something for y'all to chew the cud on, especially you men. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Lord's will, we will be able to go deeper into it. Shalom, Most High, Christ bless. Lord's will, we be back next week with more on Let's Talk Truth.
Work with anybody from coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary. This is a revolution of God. This time that we're living in, the greatest revolution, spiritual and physical revolution. All these lives will be shut down in the earth. I remember it. He's strong in the Lord. His life. His life. His life. His life. His life.
Thank you.